Yeah, this is Mike from RAT.ROD.HEAVEN. I'm coming to you guys to let you know I haven't posted or maybe comment too much on any videos because I had surgery done to my eye again. I woke up one morning and almost looked like Pinocchio. My eye was facing my nose and my nose looked as big as Pinocchio's. I couldn't control my eye to go back. So I went to the hospital and I had a little surgery, but nothing major. It was nothing I mean, they kept me 24 hours because they had to make sure the procedure worked. And they changed my glasses. Now my glasses are completely tinted because of the light, to stay away from as much light as I can. He told me the glasses are going to be tinted completely now. So I have to change my glasses, and something I got to get focused and used to. My eye, after a couple of days, in another week or so, I have to go back just to make sure the procedure's okay and my eye won't get crooked again. That's from the nerve damage when I got the shingles. That's what that is. It's the same eye when I got the shingles inside my eye. So if you don't have the shingles and you never got it, go get vaccinated for it because it's not a nice thing to get. I mean, it's horrible. It feels like somebody burned you with an iron. Very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. But I'm here anyway to talk about some chassis. I was asked once before, and I don't think I ever did one, or if I did, it was a long time ago. On built-in chassis, believe me, I have done a million mistakes. And I just kept going at it. I didn't stop. I said I cut, chopped, and rebuilt many cars. You guys know that when it comes to cutting a car, I don't care what it is. I even got grief for the Hudson. I cut up a Hudson, and someone already gave me grief for it. How can I cut a gentleman's car? That's what they told me. And I'll cut anything. It doesn't matter to me. But I take my time, and I have learned a lot from people watching on YouTube, and the little mistakes I've done here and there, correcting them, I have learned. I have cut different. This piece has been with me for years. I cut this piece out to do rad rides, especially 32s and 30s and 29s. This is the back of where the rear goes. And by this piece, once I did it, I kept it, and I keep doing them by this piece because this works. Same thing with this one. I cut this out a long time ago. It's not perfect, but I cut it out and it works to give me a reference of what I have to cut out for that car. And that's the best thing you should do. Find something, cut it out, save it, do it in different sizes. That way, when you're ready to do a car, you got something to go with. That I learned from someone on YouTube. The same thing, get good cardboard paper. As hard as possible. This one is not that strong. Cut them out, different sizes, and when you go put them on a car, you can use them as a reference to do a C-notch on the chassis. It will help you to cut that out just almost where you want it, where you're going to need it, the size. The same thing, I start off by always sizing the rear, putting the rear in places. So I made a little bit of those spaces. You see those spaces right there? And I hold the rear in place, whether up or down. I tap glue it in there, very little bit of glue. That comes right off. I can peel it off with just one of the X-Acto knives. Once I have the rear in place and I put the 4-link bars and the shocks and everything, I'll take that off, and then I know where I have to mount the rear. The rear will be mounted exactly where it's at. Those just help me to keep the rear straight from right to left and not a crooked rear. That's it. But these are all the little things I have done for I can learn how to mount the chassis and make a chassis, full chassis, a piece of a chassis, whichever way it went. This is for a truck that I'm doing, whichever way it went. But I kept going at it, and I did make mistakes and ups and downs and stuff like that. But I got a hold of it. And I might not be the greatest, but I can cut a chassis, and I can make a chassis, and I can form a chassis however I like. But it took a while. It took a while to learn, and watching and paying attention to other people that do great jobs. On YouTube, there's a lot of people that do chassis on cars, and they do from little to a whole roll cage full of chassis. And now with the industry of 3D printing, if you know a little bit about computers, you make this chassis, you put it out, you can print it 100 times if you need it, and you don't have to worry about it. But my fun is to cut them and make them. I could 3D print this, but this is better. I love cutting it. I love putting it the way I want to and making it the way I want to. So all of you out there that are trying it, keep going, keep going. Don't stop, don't stop. You're going to make 100 mistakes, but that's part of it. That's part of learning. Remember when we were kids, we used to say ABC 1, 2, 3, but we didn't know what came after that. But we learned. But anyway, guys, I'm doing good. Everybody take care, and I'm sorry if I didn't comment or whatever. Typing with one eye is a pain in the butt. But I'm recovering. There's nothing really, like I said, really I'm hurting of. A little pain in my eye, but that's nothing major. But that's why I haven't probably been commenting or watching too many videos, because trying to stay away from the light a little bit. But anyway, take care, be safe. I've seen a lot of you guys' videos now and love what's out there. Stay strong and keep building. Take care. This is Mike from RAT.ROD.HEAVEN.